All right, all right, all right. Let me see if I can get this taken care of. First things first, my computer's a little slow this morning, so um, trying to find out how to make it live so I can share it with y'all. I mean, even if y'all can't make it, you will watch it. I think Facebook's been acting up a little bit, so I don't care. Facebook's been a little unresponsive lately, so I don't know what's going on with my computer because it's just like being really unresponsive for some reason. Everything else is working. I don't know why it does this. God, you need to people need to stop leaving me alone. Doesn't matter. Me, your thesis, thesis, fuck. Why does it matter when I'm done? Waiting for a few more people to jump on. I'm waiting for a few more people to jump on, and once that happens, then we'll be able to begin. I'm just trying to. Apparently, no one can see me, but I don't care because I'm gonna continue on. Why aren't y'all getting on? Hey guys, how you doing? We're about to start. About to start. So we're gonna wait for one more person to jump on. Then we're gonna start. Alrighty? Let me take this. I think it's just a common cold. Yeah, right. Oh, I'm not coming over tonight. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Uh-huh. All right. Well, I'll pray for her. All right. Bye. All right. Looks like everybody's here. I am super excited. I know Tanner is online because I can see him, and he messaged me, tell me he's online. He don't have a YouTube account or a page, so he had to message me. All right, who's ready to get started? I have a background. Hold on. Here we go. Are we ready? All right. Here we go. Oh, I messed up. Hold on. I don't need that. Okay. So last year, shit, excuse me. So last year, sorry for my language. I've had a lot going on this morning, and I'll let y'all know. I had a lot going on this morning. Um. Anyway. Um. Last year was a success. And we had a blast with the lessons we used um, last year that I have decided, and then I've decided to use them this year as well. About that, I'll get to that in a moment. There's a lot of information because I want to use Lifeway. Lifeway is a very good, has a very good VBS curriculum. It's it's a lot more cheaper than using um, the curriculum we used last year. And they are coming up with a new one for summer, but it's expensive. There's a lot more into it. So I'm not willing to pay $185 versus $135 last year. Just not going to happen on my budget this year. And I forewarned all you about that. About if it's not in my budget, there won't be a new VBS curriculum. But I've been praying so hard that I know I look scruffy, don't I? Okay. Got my beard going on. It's because COVID-19 and stuff, and I just don't wanted a new look, wanted to try something new. Anyway, um, the new curriculum is Lifeway, and a lot of churches use it for their Sunday school curriculum, and they use it for their VBS curriculum. And they have great material that I can email you, and it's very explanatory too, because you get the teacher's guide. That's what I'm going to send y'all. Each day is a teacher's guide. Each lesson is going to break it down for you. What to do? My phone keeps dropping. My phone just loves to piss me off in the morning. Um, and I've been upset all morning. And I'll tell you about that later because I feel like I could share things with y'all. Maybe you'll judge me, maybe you won't. I don't know. I don't care. It's the way I am now. I really don't care. But anyway, the VBS curriculum will be ordered here shortly. I'm looking to try to maybe order it in around March. That way, it gives it time April, May, and we'll have it at least by June. Or I might order it in April, and then it'll be, it'll give it time. It'll give it a couple months. It'll give it all of April, all of May, and then we'll get it in June. In the event that I don't get it until May, I mean, I'm hoping to get it before the end of June. That way, we still have time to do another VBS in July. And the VBS in July will be at the end of July, towards the last week of July. I'm not doing the VBS right after or during the 4th of July. VBS will not land on the week of 4th of July. And the reason why I say that is because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be taking vacations because they've been so cooped up in their house. This virus has got to be a lockdown for no reason at all. Um, so that's just my belief on it. We have to move on, and we can't live our lives in fear if we're Christians. We have to go forward, and that's our message. And that's our message to kids: is to not live in fear. Um, anyway, all new coaches, welcome, and we welcome you to the team. I am the head coach, Stephen Reynolds, and I thank you so much for signing up and being a coach to teach these children about the love of God and that Jesus has for them, and the salvation that awaits them. So the main thing is about salvation, is leading them to salvation. If we're not doing our part, we're not leading anybody to salvation. We're not trying to get these kids to, um, want to be saved. We're wanting, it's just not going to happen if we don't do what we need to do. We need to work as a team, like we did last year. We need to work as a team. Let me try to change the font so it'll fit. Let's go down to 9. Maybe that'll work. Maybe. I'm trying to get to where I can just see it all. Um, okay. Okay. Let's see. Sad I can't see it. And maybe that'll happen. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way so I can see. Someone's out. Who's out? I know it's one of the 3 people. It should be me, Jack, Tanner. It should be 4 people. All right. Maybe it's somewhat their device takes breaks or intervals or something like that. I don't know. But I'm trying to figure out what's the best way I can see myself plus see y'all. And it's not working. So I'm going to do this. Mandatory and planning meetings. Okay, very important. I need you to listen up. The same thing as last year. But I have to say this in case other people pop on. Um, all coaches and staff must report to all meetings and planning. This is vital to work out any issues we may have or did have on any particular day during VBS. It is important we are all on the same page. And if you have any questions or ideas, let me know and let's discuss them. That is what these meetings are for. Very important. If you want to discuss something about the lessons, or you want to add to the lessons, or you want to take away from the lessons, we all need to be in a meeting. We need to discuss. It's kind of like politics, kind of like politicians. It's kind of like how the government works in the United States. We need to all get together and have a meeting on how the lessons can be and how they can be better, or take away something that may not work. And last year, we didn't need to do that. It flowed perfectly. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the technical difficulties. I'm talking about the lesson flow. Okay. Your lessons should flow. Okay. That means you take a paragraph and you post it. But this year, I want more of a lengthy paragraph. And then I want you to post it. And then I want you to wait about a couple of minutes. And then I want you to post the next paragraph. The reason why I say that is because you're not going live. So you have to give the students time to read what you're posting. There are some parents that are going to copy and paste what you post and then print it out on a Word program. That's fine. Some parents won't want their kids to be on their device or be on their Facebook account during VBS. That is fine. This year, going to be more difficult, a little bit more difficult for you, and I'm going to explain why. You're going to need to play with it in order to get it just right. There is an add file in Facebook in your classroom. When you post, you can add to the post. When you click on that, it'll say you'll see a selection says add file. You can take a Word program you have saved on your device and and upload that Word program onto that post. That Word program has got to be your lesson that you're teaching for that day. It has to be from start to finish. And I'm going to give you an example of that in the coming days. The next time, probably the next time we have a VBS meeting, and I'm going to explain it to you the best way I know how now. So you open up a Word program document, right? Or you open up the file that I send you email and you save that file to your device. Okay, now that is a Word document program, a file. You don't have to go and open that program and then copy paste everything that I said and then go and open up another program, and you don't have to do that. You take that file and you upload it to your Facebook post. It that way the parents can download that file onto their device, print it out, and the parents can teach their children. Okay? That is all. So you have to post a lesson, and then before VBS is over for the day, post that file, upload that file. So parents have a way. So if there's any parents that are in your classroom that do not want their children on Facebook at all, they have an option to go into the group, into your classroom, and pull and download that file and teach their children on their own. Okay? Don't get discouraged with that. I know you're going to get discouraged, but don't get discouraged. You're still doing your job as a teacher to teach kids about Jesus. Okay? So I know it's complicated, and a lot of you are going to ask me, well, Mr. Stephen, what do I do? Okay? Our next meeting, I'm going to get in detail on exactly how to do it. You're going to have to do it because it's got to be this year. It's got to be available. It's got to be available to those parents. That I think that's one of the things that why a lot of parents were emailing me after VBS was over. It's like, how come there wasn't the lesson files? I had like several parents ask me that in an email. How come there wasn't any lesson files? Because I didn't want my kid on my Facebook, which is understandable. So this year we have to do that. We have to make that lesson file available to all parents. Okay. And sometimes you're not, now you're never going to know if you have students there or not that are jumping on or anything like that unless they comment. Okay. And this year is going to be a little bit more tricky because when, what you need to do as a teacher is you need to tell the children they need to put their name at the bottom so we'll know that we're talking to a child. So if they're going to comment on your lesson, then they need to put their name. They need to go ahead and type the comment, and then at the end of their comment, type their name. That way, we know who we're talking to. Um, it's going to be a little more tricky, but I believe that we're smart adults and we can figure it out and we can do it. VBS, every year VBS needs to change. It needs to get more tougher. It needs to get, not a whole lot tougher, but it needs to be challenging for the coaches. It needs to be challenging for the coaches, especially because that's how we prepare for the next year VBS because we're challenged each year. We're challenged. So, get ready for some challenges this year. Not a whole lot, but just be prepared for the challenges that are going to await us. Okay. You have to understand not every parent's going to want their child on um, online. It's just not going to happen. So, with that being said, let's go on. Going live on Facebook or Zoom, and I've said this, and I need to say it again. It's not required at all. But if you choose to go live, I will have to access your feed. And how do you ask me? And how do you ask me? Because I am the administrator in every VBS room. And I can pop on anytime and check on coaches, making sure you're not doing anything you should not be doing. If I happen to pop on and see you doing something you should not be doing, I will stop the feed and ask parents or children to leave the classroom and have their child exit out of the classroom, as I will have them on Messenger because they will be using their parents' Facebook accounts. Also, I will have their phone numbers, and the only one that will have their phone numbers are, and I'm the only one that will have their phone numbers. And I will take appropriate action and remove you as a coach and report you to the local authorities. I don't mean to be mean, but I have to protect myself and I have to protect other coaches. Um, one bad coach can get everybody in trouble because we're all doing the same thing. We're all online. We're all dealing with children. And if you're doing something you should be doing online during VBS with any said child, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to do what I have to do and I'll report you to the appropriate authorities. Um, that's just the way it is. This year it's gonna be a lot different. I'm gonna probably do background checks. Well, I'm gonna. That's gonna be one of the things on registration that I'm about to send y'all is registration. I need to do your background check. I want to make sure that I don't have coaches that have a criminal background on them. As far as children go, you don't have any criminal background with children. That's all I'm going to see. Um, um, and if you have nothing to hide, then there shouldn't be a problem. Why I can't see your background? Because in order for you to get a job, you have to be able to have them see your background. I'm not sure anybody would want to hire someone with a felony or something with a bad background with children involved. Um, I will only go live during training and planning meetings to show the videos that are about the lesson for the day and the games and music. I'm not going to be going live in my classroom time this year. I may not. I don't know. It depends. It depends on how I feel. Last year, I thought that going live every day was like a bore. You know, a lot of people were traveling. A lot of people were in and out. Um, so I think that if we post the lesson instead of going live, we're at least reaching out to the community. Okay. Whew, takes care of that. Staying on the lesson, posting the lesson. Okay. I need y'all, all y'all, and y'all did a great job last year. But this is for the new coaches too. You need to stay on lesson because if you're not, kids are going to be able to tell if you're not on lesson. They're going to tell. Each day, if you choose not to go live, you will have to post the lesson in 3 minute increments. 3 minute increments. Post a paragraph. Wait 3 minutes. Post the next paragraph. Every 3 minutes, post another paragraph to the lesson. For example, below there's an example. Like for example, what does WWJD mean? It simply means what would Jesus do? We say what would Jesus do? When we say what would Jesus do, we are asking people how would Jesus handle this current situation? We give them time to think about that, and then we go back to the lesson at hand. Do not add to the lesson without consulting me in our meetings. If you alter it, and I do check on posts in the classrooms, you will be suspended for 1 day. If a child shall contact you on Facebook, which they might if they have a question about the lesson, answer the best you can. If you're not, and if you're not sure, have them message me. Okay. I don't want no coaches feeling that they have to try to find the answer. If you can find the answer, great. But if you feel down deep that you cannot answer that child's question right, find someone who can. Okay. We don't want to leave any kids in the dark. Well, I asked the question and the teacher didn't answer me, or he didn't find someone to answer my question. It leads a kid astray. Please do not get discouraged if no child or parent comments or likes or has seen the post. They will in time. At least you're doing your part and to post and post the lesson and truth about God and Jesus. That's it. Did y'all get what I just said? Don't get discouraged when you don't get no likes or comments on your post of the lesson. They see it. They will see it in time. And even if they don't, oh well. You did your part. You put it out there. You put the information out there for them to eventually read it. Okay. Some people aren't going to read it. They're like, oh, I don't got time. We got to go on vacation. We got to do all this. Okay. Well, it's not your place to get discouraged because you're doing your part. And kids can feel when a teacher is discouraged. Next part, being absent from coaching and attending meetings. If you are sick due to COVID-19 or just sick, please take care of yourself. With that being said, let me know 2 hours before VBS starts that day so I can find a replacement for your class or I can plan to have your class and mine join together. You get what I said? If you're sick due to COVID-19 or you're just sick, period, I want you to take care of yourself. Okay? Just 2 hours before VBS starts, let me know. Hey, look, I'm not feeling good today. I'm not going to be able to do VBS. I want to sleep. I want to take care of myself. That way, you can take care of yourself and be back hopefully by the time before VBS is officially over. I'm not one of those administrators that think, I want you to get online when you're not feeling great, when you're not feeling well. That's not it. I'd love for you to be well during the whole week of VBS. But we're human. We get sick, and I'd be the same way. I'd be like, "Hey, look," for example, "Hey, look," I'd be messaging Jack. "Hey, Jack, I'm not going to be able to make. I'm not. I don't feel like I'm sick. I don't feel good. I feel like I want to sleep it off. I took some medicine. I'm not going to be able to attend VBS today. Would you please find someone or take my class and join it with yours?" Yeah, something like that. Um, so that will be taken care of. Lessons, games, arts and crafts, music, and videos. Yes, they are all the same. The lessons and music will be changed a bit as I will be working on the lessons according to grade level. Um, I have a site, an app I will use to look for lessons according to the lesson title. So the lesson story will be the same, and I will not show the small group video lesson. And I wait a minute. So the lesson story will be the same, and I will not show the small group video lesson as you, the coach, will be teaching the lesson. So What I mean is, before we split into our small groups, I will show the children a short lesson video for that day, and then dismiss you to your classroom, um, where you will teach the lesson according to your grade levels. So basically, it's going to be ran like last year's VBS, where we go to the worship center, we praise and worship. I show the video of the lesson story. We go in this, make up into small groups, and then we teach according to our grade level. I don't know how Lifeway does it. I don't know how the curriculum. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know how the curriculum is, but with Lifeway, I have more control. I can set the tempo of VBS. So we'll start in the worship center with praise and worship, um, and then I'll show the short story that leads into the lesson, and then I'll dismiss you in small groups to your classroom, and then you'll have the lesson. Pretty much, you already have the lesson, because each evening I'm going to email you the lesson for the next day. So it will be a lot like that. There will be some things. I mean, the June VBS will be say, for example, the June VBS will be in the middle of June. Okay, let's say that the June VBS will be the Bolt curriculum, the one we used last year, the one yeah, the Bolt. I hope y'all remember the Bolt VBS. That will be the first VBS, which is the middle week of June, I think. Um, then after that VBS, in just about the first week of August, maybe, or the last week of July, early August, we might have the Lifeway VBS, okay, which is a whole new curriculum, okay. So when I get that curriculum, I'm going to open up that box and I'm going to go through it. And I'm going to say, okay, I need kindergarten, I need first grade, I need second grade, I need third grade, I need fourth grade, I need fifth grade, I need sixth grade, okay. But you're going to get that information every evening. You're going to get a new lesson for the next day every evening, okay, every evening, or I'm going to give it to you when we go to the meeting. So, have your emails open ready, because I'm going to be sending them to you. And we're going to discuss the meeting. We're going to discuss the next. Each grade level, I think, with Lifeway is different. Okay. It's titled the same. It might be, the lesson might be tweaked a little bit. It's worded, interpreted differently. I don't know. That's why we're going to vote today on holding two VBSs this summer. All changes to the lessons, games, arts and crafts, music must be ran by me first. Do not change the lesson, games, arts and crafts, or music without my consent. Please run everything by me first at meetings or messenger or text or phone call or email. Okay? Very important that you run it by me first. If you want to change anything or add something to the lesson, I need to know. We all have to be on the same page at all times. I'm going to give y'all my information right now. It's going to be copied. There should be no excuse why you don't have my information. There you go. You have my information. You have my phone number. You have my email address. Okay. Praise and worship music. I have decided to change the praise and worship songs up a bit this upcoming VBS. I will be looking at songs soon. A few from this past VBS, will be in the lineup with ones that we and the kids enjoyed this summer, and most are a few new ones. I don't know what Lifeway is going to have, what music they're going to have, or what, but I'm excited. If they do have include VBS music, I will be excited. I don't know if I'm going to order the digital copy or what. I'm probably going to have to order the digital copy, but anyway, it's going to be great. Okay. Arts and crafts, you know about that. They will be the same. If you don't want to do arts and crafts from last year, I encourage you to do some research and find us all some cool and awesome crafts we can do and run that information by all of us at our second VBS meeting. So if you decide you really want to add some really cool arts and crafts that we can do together, then start looking for that and getting back with us on our second VBS meeting. Um, I know this is a lot of information, but hey, it's part of being a teacher. Game time this year we will have two big game events at VBS. Two. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did y'all catch that? I did. Okay, there will be two big game events at VBS. One on Wednesday, June 16th, and one on Saturday, June 19th. Ain't that great? We're gonna give these kids something to be happy and fun to do besides sitting at home playing video games. We're going to give them something they can remember for a lifetime. The first big event is on Wednesday, June 16th, called VBS Water Balloon Wars, Boys versus Girls. Okay? So before that day, coaches, guess what your job is? You're to encourage your students to go through their neighborhood and get as many boys and girls as they can to join in on the fun. All grade levels will be in the war at once. All kindergartners through sixth grade boys and girls will be split into two sides with two cones and a white rope and a ton of balloons. The first team to use up all their water balloons is the winner of the water balloon wars. And they are declared the champions. So that game will be fun. The second big game event is on Saturday, June 19th, and it will be called the 2021 VBS Olympic Games. Again, all games will be in the arena, VBS gym, and outside where all the kids get to choose which games they want to play. Same thing like last year when we gave the children options to play whatever games they want. Example, they will have a list. And the parents and the kids and their friends or siblings can choose which games they will play in. Coaches, here's the thing. Coaches, you must post about this Monday, June 14th, and encourage parents on Friday, June 18th, to make videos of them and their kids and their friends and siblings playing the VBS game so we can share a few videos during VBS graduation on Sunday. Scratch that. There will not be no VBS graduation, okay, this year. None. We just wanted to see the kids' pictures so we could use it, so I could use them as photo covers. It is up to them. Bible trivia will be another one. We will also be doing Bible trivia on Saturday, June 19th. The kids really enjoy it in my kids and preteens Bible study groups. I brought this up last year, and I know this is a lot of information. I get it. Okay, you're like, whoa. I'm going to give you exactly, I'm going to email you exactly what I have been saying to you so you can read it on your own pace because you got plenty of time until VBS starts to grasp this. If something doesn't make sense, you can always ask me, but don't ask me 10,000 questions. Okay, maybe a couple of questions a day until VBS starts, but I think we're adults and that we grasp the concept of what I'm saying. So here's the next thing. Going from VBS coach to Bible City coach. At the end of VBS, Sunday, June 20th, you say your final goodbyes, and it will be emotional, trust me. Anyways, you may want to continue teaching some of these students in one of my kids or preteen kids Bible study groups, or even the teenage Bible study group. as a backup coach, or I would like to take breaks from posting Bible study lessons during the year from August through May or June. I could use the help this upcoming August. Okay. So basically, what I'm saying is I'm encouraging you after VBS to try to teach in one of my Bible study groups. Um, you can take turns posting lessons each week. One week, I will post all the lessons in all the groups, and the next week, you will post lessons in all the groups every day. If you are interested, please let me know sometime before August so I can get you signed up and assigned to all the groups as a coach, moderator. Please pray about this first, and if you feel God calling you to coach, then please let me know. If not, also let me know. Full coaching staff. Okay. If we get a full VBS coaching staff, I will be looking for an assistant head coach to help me run VBS, as I will be very busy with running VBS and running my class and providing the lessons and providing the lessons. So please, if I call upon you to be my assistant, please pray about it first and let me know what God says for you to do. If you feel God calling you to assist me, please let me know so we can work together to make sure that VBS is a huge success. So what I'm saying on that is I'm really wanting to kind of like slow down a little bit because it does VBS. Let me tell you something. VBS and posting lessons for the Bible study groups I have. It's fun. It's challenging, but I want to kind of have help. I want to kind of like slow down and be able to do what I want to do. That's why I said what I wanted. Why I'm encouraging y'all to be coaches of my Bible study groups, because I want to take a step back and breathe. So maybe one week Tanner can post lessons. The next week Tristan can post lessons. The next week Jack can post lessons. Week 4 I post lessons. That way the whole entire month is covered. Okay. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to post a lesson, people. Doesn't. Because I'm still going to give you the lesson. You just got to post it. Okay. Um, or I'll just give you the material and you do whatever you want. I don't know. Where I am working out all the kinks to that. So I'm filling your head with a bunch of material, and I know it's a lot, but I want my coaches prepared. I want y'all to be thinking about that in VBS. Man, I had so much fun with the kids. I want to do this all the time. Because you don't know what an impact you make to these kids until VBS is over with. You might get 1 or 2 messages in your inbox. You might get emails. You might get phone calls. You won't get phone calls. You won't get text messages because you won't have their number. But you'll get an inbox on your Facebook. You never know. What you teach in VBS impacts every student that you have in your group. You might get 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids maybe that come on and say, "Hey, I enjoyed it at VBS. I want to give my life to Christ. I want you to teach me because I'm in the kids Bible study group. I want you to be one of the coaches. Get out there and get it done. Pray about it. Get it done. Because when we're instructed by God to do something that He really wants us to do, we need to be doing it. I have been thinking about this for a long time. I don't know if it's going to be this is my last year as VBS head coach and administrator. That means I'm going to be looking for someone to take over the reins. But I'm going to be playing behind the scenes too, make sure it is what it is. As many of you know, during the school year, Birdville ISD, I am very busy with my Bible study groups and would love to take a break during the summer months. So I will be looking for a replacement head coach administrator for next year's VBS 2022. If you feel led by God to be the head coach administrator of VBS, please let me know so I can start interviewing and make my selection. I know that is a very sad part, but there comes a time in everybody's life where you got to step back and take care of yourself. You got. I'm very busy, guys. You don't realize how busy I am during the school year with posting Bible study lessons. I mean, I'm doing it all by myself, and it's fun. Don't get me wrong. But during the summer, I just want a summer where I'm able to go with my family camping, or I'm able to go out of town, or I'm able to go on a vacation and enjoy myself, without having to worry about VBS or Bible study lessons. So basically, I'm just taking the summer off in 2022. Okay. And I'm looking for someone to replace me as an administrator and head coach of VBS for 2022. So if it's you, put your name in the hat. Let me interview you. Let me and you talk eye to eye, and let me see what we can do. Um, it's very sad. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I've been doing this for years. The Bible study lessons, the Bible study groups. I've been doing it for years. It's been like what 4 or 5 years I've been doing it, maybe 4 or 5 years. I just want a summer where I can spend time with my family, enjoy summertime, enjoy my vacation, enjoy my time off. Because when the summer comes and I'm out of school and I'm off work for the summer, um, I don't have Bible study groups. I don't post in my Bible study groups. So I want the same thing for VBS. I want to take a summer off without having to worry about VBS and give it to somebody else. Let them take the reins for a summer and let them coordinate VBS and let them run VBS. And then I'll come back. Just want every now and then, you know what I mean? You got to take a off every now and then and enjoy time with your family and enjoy time with yourself. Take a vacation. Go out, eat a big steak. Not worry about everything. If you know what I mean. I like to go on vacation and stuff like that. I really just want to just be able to go on vacation and not worry about, oh, VBS is coming up. Oh my God, I gotta hurry up and get home. I gotta hurry. I can't wait. I want to go out and have. I'm on vacation. I got all this information going in and out of my brain. I don't want to do that this year. I don't want to do that in 2022. I want to be able to go on vacation and go, ah, not worry about, not worry about VBS and looking at around the corner like I did last year. Last year, yeah, that was fun, but it wasn't really fun for me. VBS was fun, but it wasn't really fun for me because I went on vacation to Galveston, and then that next week was VBS. So you see where I'm going with that. That's why I've made the decision that in 2022, yours truly is going to sit back, relax, and enjoy a vacation, a summer vacation. Okay. So with that being said, this meeting is over. I have nothing else to talk about. I don't see nothing else to talk about. Um, our second meeting, actually, there is something to talk about. We found out voting. All right. If you're in favor of having a second VBS in August before school starts, say aye. Right. Wait for Tanner. Okay, Tanner messaged me. He said aye. Okay, so with that being said, there will be two VBSs. Okay, one will be in the middle of June. One will be a week or two before school starts for Beardville ISD. I will give you that information at our second VBS meeting. Are there any questions before I leave? Any questions? Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pop off out of here, and I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my day. I want you to go out and enjoy the rest of your day too. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you this summer at VBS 2021. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in June.